The Mystara project is proud to present Part 11 of the Places of Mystara series. In this video we shall take a look at the Great Hall of Abisko, in the Kingdom of Ostland. Abisko was introduced in GAS 7, the Northern Reaches Player's Guide, on page 13. Abisko was not placed on official maps, but we were told it was located in the Jarldom of Oland. Oland was also not placed on official maps, however we can infer it is the southeastern Jarldom on Kalslo Island. This domain contains an inlet on the central coast, which would be the most logical place for Abisko to be located. The only other specific information we have of Abisko is that it is the Great Hall of Jarl Uttar the Swimmer. The hall could have been founded anytime between BC 2000 and AC 999. With regular maintenance, the hall could last up to 60 years, but would then need to be rebuilt due to timber rot, storms or fire. The Great Hall is a broad, timber-framed longhouse, protected by an oval-shaped wooden palisade and earthen rampart. The building's roofline is steep and ridged with carved bargeboards. Smoke vents pierce the center above a long central hearth. Benches and trestles run the length of the hall, and the high seat sits on a raised dais at the far end. Light comes from narrow slit windows and the central fire. The overall feel is warm but watchful, a place of feasting, lore, and the quiet menace of secrets kept beneath the floorboards. Abisko has a single gate tower entrance to the Great Hall complex. 4 sets of stairs lead up from the ground level to 4 guard platforms on the ramparts, located around the oval-shaped palisade. The complex contains 3 sheds. The one to the right of the gate tower when entering is the stables. The shed at the far end of the complex from the gate tower contains firewood and tools used by the hall's laborers. The final shed to the left of the gate tower is used as a kennel for the hunting hounds and is tended by Sturvareh lupins. The laborer's hut is located near the tool shed. 2 families live here. Also near the tool shed is the guest hut for visitors of lower status or reputation. The hut near the stables contains shrines to Odin and Thor, and the sleeping quarters of their Godar. The hut near the kennels contains a shrine to Frey and Freya, the preferred immortals of Kalslo Island. Their Godar are quartered here. The main part of the complex is the large longhouse flanked by 2 smaller longhouses. The longhouse on the left serves as the barracks for the Jarl's personal guard. The guard captain and his officers occupy the high table area, which can be partitioned off via mobile screens for privacy. The right side longhouse contains the Jarl's closest relatives outside his immediate family, noble hostages from other clans, especially the 3 other clans on Kalslo Island, skilled or privileged servants, like a skald, and honored guests. The large longhouse is divided into 3 segments: the feast hall, the servants' private quarters and the Jarl's quarters. The feast hall features the high table for Jarl Uttar, his wife, a guest of honor and 4 other important people. Banquets are served from the sideboards along the wall behind the high table. The long trestle tables flanking the fire pit seat about 20 people each, on benches. The private quarters behind the feast hall contain sleeping benches for servants, guards, and close associates of Jarl Uttar. The Jarl's quarters lie behind the servants' private quarters. His prized possessions are stored in chests and trunks here. The fishing village of Abisko, with less than 500 people, is located on the river below the Great Hall. The village usually has 2 drakkar beached on the shore, unless one has been sent on a raid. Abisko could be used as the base for an Ostland adventuring party. At first the party would be undertaking quests for minor officials like a Godi or one of the guards. This could involve protecting the village from the raid of a rival Jarl, or defeating sea creatures disrupting shipping. Once their reputation increased, they could be sent on dangerous diplomatic missions for Jarl Uttar, to other great halls on Kalslo Island, or to foreign lands to gather allies against the court of Knut in Zeeburg. Once at companion level, they could attempt to take over Oland, or colonize the Isle of Dawn, or take over another Jarldom. For outsiders, they could be sent to Abisko to either court Jarl Uttar as an ally, or undermine his rule. Whilst at the court, a hatch covered by a rug could be found, leading to a haunted undercroft, where victims of plots have been dumped. This concludes our look at the Great Hall of Abisko, seat of Jarl Uttar of Oland.